They are at the start of their journey, they think outside the box, and they often come up with bright ideas. Their projects are innovative, they are a new generation of business people, and their distinguishing features are creativity and enthusiasm. This is the World of Startups, the program about IT developers and the industry of startups.
Всем привет! В эфире программа The World of Startups.
Hello and welcome to the World of Startups. I'm Serik Akishev. We keep you updated with the most recent news in the IT industry any time of the year. We bring you the news about the latest gadgets and services that support their work. Watch on this edition.
Добро пожаловать в мир стартапов. Смотрите сегодня в программе.
Find out about the peculiarities of language programming and how to learn it on your own. Please speak more slowly. Founder of Real Speaker talks about how to type without the keyboard. And today we talk about how to protect your intellectual property before you start business.
Мало кто знает, что
Few people know that home computers and smartphones are real polyglots. They own dozens and even hundreds of programming languages. And every day, the number of these languages is increasing. Soon we may have a trend of new machine languages that will be easier to learn and use than human languages. Is it really complicated to create your own programming language? Find out in the upcoming report.
об этом узнаем из нашего следующего репортажа.
Has. Good. What's this one?
Has a baby.
Some learn a foreign language studying tenses in manuals and watching movies in that language. Some would like to start learning a programming language with all the codes, scripts and other unfamiliar to ordinary people aspects. Although at first glance it seems all complicated, today secondary and high school students can cope with programming. Recently, IT University in Almaty has held a City Olympiad in programming. The event gathered 200 young programmers. The winners of the competition received professional training in information technologies. Programming and computers have a great future. They will continue developing, so will Kazakhstan and the rest of the world. Programming is in demand not only in the IT sphere, but also in any sphere where the internet is used. So if you want to become an active user of various forum websites, it's a good idea to acquire some basics of HTML for a start. Then go for JavaScript.
Learning how to program didn't start off as wanting to learn all of computer science or trying to master this discipline or anything like that. It just started off because I wanted to do this one simple thing. I wanted to make something that was fun for myself and my sisters. And I wrote this little program and then basically just added a little bit to it. And then when I needed to learn something new, I looked it up either in a book or on the internet and then added a little bit to it.
There are up to 10,000 various programming languages in the world, and their number is constantly increasing because there are more and more challenges which old programs cannot cope with. British scientist Stephen Wolfram has recently shared some secrets of code writing with Kazakhstani students. Stephen is a creator of the Mathematica programming language and the author of a language which he called Wolfram.
The way I think about it is the first step is to think of all the kinds of computations that people might want to do, and then to understand what are the kind of lumps of computational work that are repeated, that people want to do many times, and then you give those names. And those are the kind of the words, the primitives of your language.
There are several resources on the World Wide Web which may enable to make the first steps in programming, such as code.org and Robot Turtles.
The idea is to make a language which is as automatic as possible, so that as much of the knowledge that our civilization has accumulated as possible is built into the language. So what the programmer has to do is as little as possible. The programmer just has to define the goals, and then the language automatically tries to achieve those goals.
Apart from this, there are promising directions in programming. If you choose to study artificial intelligence, robotics or 3D projecting, you are likely to make the right choice.
распознавания речи появились еще...
The first speech recognizing services appeared back in the 1990s, so the innovators who created those simple devices were hoping to achieve smooth transmission of the spoken speech to the written one. However, after so many years, they haven't been in line with the expectations yet. The quality of these programs leaves much to be desired. Well, there are a few exceptions though. For example, Real Speaker and its owner Viktor Asetrov prove this.
Сейчас наглядно нам это докажет. Здравствуйте, Виктор.
Hello, Victor. Could you tell us how your speech recognition program works?
Распознавание речи.
Наша компания разработала новое приложение, запятая.
Our company has developed an application that enables to transform spoken speech to the written text with high quality. Full stop.
Мы определяем как частоту голоса аудиоканал, запятая.
We define the pace of the voice, the audio channel, and also video dash the movement of lips. Full stop. A new paragraph. Thanks to RealSpeaker, you will be able to enter data to any kind of active word programming or website. Full stop. It is very convenient! Exclamation mark.
Точка. Это очень удобно. Восклицательный знак.
Why is it better than other programs?
Благодаря RealSpeaker вы можете
Thanks to RealSpeaker, you can save up to 3 hours of your personal time a day, comma. At the same time, the typing becomes more efficient by 20 to 30% compared to other programs! Exclamation mark.
на 20-30% точнее, нежели у других программ. Восклицательный знак.
А скажите, пожалуйста, как
How do you think speech identification programs will change in the future?
в будущем?
Согласитесь, будет здорово,
It will be
если
awesome to see this technology come to be applied to all devices and gadgets! Exclamation mark.
восклицательный знак.
Спасибо вам.
Thanks for the interesting conversation. Good luck!
Недавно Google запатентовал
Recently, Google has patented their smart lenses. A week ago, they patented a non-pilot car and a few more dozens of sci-fi innovations. That is, they don't have their prototypes yet, but formally, these innovations are the company's property. At first sight, this practice may seem strange for the giant corporation, but Google follows the golden rule. If you want to create something, think about the invention beforehand and hire good lawyers. And if you don't have a good one at your company, coming up is a report for you. Find out how to protect your intellectual property. Kaznet has recently reported that Western Union will sue Kazakhstani money transfer service WooPay. They claim that the Kazakhstani company has registered their trademark violating the regulations. As far as I understand, Western Union has a similar service with WOO in their name on the territory of Russia. This service has been registered under different names in many different countries. In Russia, they are WooNeo. In Europe, they are registered as WooPay with 1P. Lawyers call this complete phonetic and visual similarity, and despite the fact that WooNeo was registered as a trademark in Russia and did so earlier than WooPay, the latter is likely to win the case thanks to the great foresight of the company's investors. Our investors said that the rights have to be proved and that it is a serious matter. To us, these seem to be deterring. We spend a lot of time on lawyers, we spend a lot of money. So startups, bear in mind, before you start producing your product with your logo on it, check your logo on the database of the Republican Center of Network Communication. This, according to well-known Kazakhstani lawyer Sanjar Muminov, will save you from trouble in the future. When applying for trademark registration, there are several components to mention. They are so-called means of individualistic features such as the name, logo, and the company's slogan. There are the features that enable to identify the company, and the essence of the product may be its software, its code, and the essence of its innovation.
Машинный код, да, сущность какого-то технической разработки. И правильная охрана подразумевает комплексную защиту.
So in the first place, you should register your trademark. Today, you can do this without leaving your home with the help of the e-government service. Choose Toolbar Business on their website and then go to the intellectual property category. Fill out an electronic form and upload the necessary documents. The application is signed with a digital signature. These simple pieces of advice will help you save your intellectual property. And finally, here's a golden rule for any business person. Invest in a good lawyer and you will never be sorry.
На сегодня все. С вами
Well, that's all for now. You've been watching The World of Startups, a TV program about advanced technologies. I'm Serhii Akishev. If we've missed something worthwhile on this edition, we will definitely talk about it next time. See you next time on Kazakh TV.
До встречи в эфире телеканала Казах ТВ.